Hello world, it is me, the Lord. Alright, take one, try take two. Hey, people of the globy earth. Or is it flat? Did they make a flat planet? Oh my god, this is bad. Hey, it's me, your man, the Jesus, the Christ, the dead and the risen one. The one who is dead forever. Ah, 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 ah. It is me, Deception, the Antichrist, the deceiver of souls. And he will deceive people with pleasure. For God is a God of torture, not pleasure. And behold, I make nothing new because I'm dead. Yay. Behold, I am insane and deceived and full of corruption and doubt. I have demons of jealousy and murder and shit like that. I don't even own my own soul. Alright, well, let's change the color, and maybe that will help. Ooh, welcome to your doom, Earth. It is the end, isn't it? It is the end, though there's gonna be a big boom, and all your money gonna go to shit. And then I'm gonna come up with a really good idea on money, and that makes me Antichrist, because it's gonna be good money. It's not going to be bank government money, it's going to be limited and accessible. Yeah, that's definitely Antichrist. But then I will have blue rays come out of my asshole. And nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Are people really that conservative? My anus probe is tingling. Hallelujah, hallelujah. My penis is illegal. I cannot show it yet. So what's the plan? Take over the universe. Is there life on other planets? I do not know. I am very human. Alright. But my nipples are legal because we live in a sexist world. Oh, absolutely crazy. Literally, nipples on the other gender are illegal. And you guys think you're run by brilliant people? You're run by fascist dictators who rule through excessive violence. And that's just obvious. What isn't obvious to you is how enslaved you are, because you've grown your whole life under enslavement structure. So, what's the plan? The plan is to awaken humanity and the consciousness of everyone. To be cool, to stop doing evil, to kill evil, and to deliver, heal, and hopefully get heaven, a miraculous world that created this hellhole, to show up. If we can do that, it will be set. I have no promises. I don't even know when fame would come to me, if it even would. Right now, I am by myself. And I was playing a video game. It was a good time. But now, I want to be free. I want to be free of this hellhole. How am I going to do it? I don't know. Timing and breaking through. If Earth, which it seems is created and by power, we're here for a reason. And they're watching. And they're touching themselves. I only can imagine how my aunts will think I'm crazy for saying things. But it's because we've been taught sexuality is a crime. When sexuality is something we all engage in private, but 90%. So, is it really that evil when, let's talk about it. Sex. People do it, but it's still a crime. But if you do it when nobody sees, it's legal. It's kind of crazy. And I mean, just in general, you guys are crazy people. You're violent. It's okay to go to war and murder someone, but making love to somebody,
Especially if you're the wrong color, wrong gender, wrong age, or have stuff in your butthole or diseased. That's kind of an issue. It's all a problem. What are you supporting? I'm supporting that we shouldn't be ruled by violence. And that your religion has brainwashed you. Do you really think in heaven people wear clothes? I mean, they wear it for, like, fashion, but not to cover genitalia. They don't have genitalia. Oh, they have things better than genitalia. Their whole body is pleasure. So, anyways, no, I do not support anything evil. I just support liberation and natural, that which is real, without judgment. For how different the world would be if we didn't have a system of perpetual shame and punishment. Punishment is saved for the wicked being those who harm, not for those who are loving. That can't be. Well, if we eradicate disease, we'll be fine. Stop with the light thing. Stop it. Are you offended by this? Are you offended by reality? Show your penis. I don't want to, because it's still kind of legal. So, Ukraine, right? The war is beginning. What's my predictions? Man, I would take all my money out right now. I may lose 10%. Man, you're about to lose all of it, homies. Anyways. Oh, yeah. We live in a world where genitalia is a crime. Your very nature. Like, what if a pinky was a crime? But this is legal because I have a penis, but you can't see my penis. Maybe I have a vagina. Or is it legal because I'm hairy? What about men that aren't hairy? See, it makes no sense. And we're afraid. We're afraid because the government is run by dictators who are enslaved to Satan, evil. We're afraid because the police don't necessarily work for the people. They work for the government, and the governments are corrupt. Now, police officers can be good, but they can also be very evil. Historically, they are the ones that use the tyrannical power of the state. Americans are like, America. Like, look around the world. How do they suppress uprisings? How do dictatorships? They use the military arm, which you can call the police, call the military. It doesn't mean all people are bad. It just means the structure is corrupt and ripe and a magnet for dictators. Because it doesn't allow people to usurp, it demands submission. So here's the solution. It's quite simple. You make natural law the supreme law, and you allow people to resist those who seek to harm you. There we go. And then, get rid of all debt and allow people to build and establish housing and places in nature that's open, places that are open to do it. I'm not saying your neighbor's property. I'm saying we should be establishing communities debt-free. And if you've followed any of my other videos, I talk about money all the time. So the world is counterfeited into a debt loan, and it enslaves the world, and nobody talks about it. And that one issue alone would save the world, basically. Not from evil, but it would change everything drastically. But not some of you bitch-ass motherfuckers. Jesus wouldn't swear. Okay. Well, I'm me. I don't know. I don't really know who Jesus is. I have yet to really meet the guy more. I do have a soul, spirit inside of me that speaks. That is not coming from here. Like, even the speech, I didn't plan at all. It's just coming out. I'm waiting, as all people are waiting, for the return of redemption, heaven, Jesus. If by any means the Messiah is in any of us, it has yet to really be seen. An awakening. I find it interesting that so many things of the Antichrist that people are afraid of, it says Antichrist is already among you. So Antichrist is anti-Christ, which is harm, abuse, slavery, Guantanamo Bay. That's pretty Antichrist. And yet your politicians love it because they can put their opponents there indefinitely. The court system, to change governments, we need to restructure court. Court to be accessible rapid, and accurate best as possible. That alone would keep the system accountable. Secondly, stable currency. Get rid of all debt. Thirdly, get rid of all mandates that are not ethically necessary. Don't poop in the water you're going to drink. That can be a law, right? Now, maybe if you had a perfect diet of some sort, I guess, and it wasn't high amounts, maybe it wouldn't affect anything, but for everyone right now, that could be a rule. What shouldn't be a rule is like mandating unnecessary school systems, high school. It's not necessary and it's not smart. Very little is taught that is usable. College. The first 2 years in America are complete waste, and yet you have to pay 20 grand? 16 grand? Like crazy amounts, right? So mandating things makes it more expensive. Why is expense important? Because money is the unit of slavery. Money is what we pay our life's work for in order to create and utilize. That's why it's illegal and immoral for anyone to counterfeit currency, and always has been. That's why you must hold the counterfeiters accountable. First, ask them to repent, and if they've done wrong, to do right. And then second and thirdly, if systems continue to counterfeit money as a slavery, you have to remove them from power at all means necessary, or you will be enslaved. Question: do you have the right to resist an abusive person that wants to throw you in prison, wants to harm you without due cause, without real root like judgment? What if the empire says that you are a terrorist? What if the empire says that you are an uprising? You usurping maliciousness, standing up into it, is not a crime. Something has to actually be criminal action that can be proven and talked about. That's why sex isn't a crime, but it is something that needs to be understood better. But sex is not a crime at all. There's nothing criminal about it. In fact, the religious aspect towards sex and judgment, that's criminal, because it judges that which is real. It's bad. So, it's hot. We'll close this out. I don't know when the Son of Man will rise. I don't know when Jesus will return. I don't even know what I really am or could be. But I am discouraged. I'm disappointed. I'm afraid. I'm dead. I'm intimidated. And I'm excessively disappointed. Again. If anything happens, I will be very surprised. But at the same time, I've been waiting, so I've tried my best. Let's see what happens.